Today, I want to talk to us about some things that are very important that can help us to achieve whatever we want to achieve and be the very best version of ourselves. These two things are time and energy. You're welcome to The Real You. This is your one-stop personal development YouTube channel. And today, like I said in my intro, I want to talk to us about two very important resources that can make or mar us. It all depends on what we do with them. They are, as I said before, are time and energy. Whoever controls your time inadvertently controls your life, because life is measured by time. The direction of your energy determines your life. These two things can be referred to as the most valuable of all assets or resources of humanity. You cannot talk about life if you don't talk about time, and you cannot talk about time without talking about life. When you say somebody lived for 100 years, you're simply talking about different units of time. So every unit of time represents our lives. And first of all, time is a gift, and it's a precious one at that. And time is irreversible. And this is something that is very important, and we mustn't take it for granted. Whatever you were supposed to do that you were not able to do at a particular time or stage in your life may just fizzle past you, because you cannot undo the things that you could not do, and you cannot undo the things that you've done. In other words, our lives are a combination of the time we spend on earth and the energy we put into the time that we spend on earth. So in simple terms, the quality of our lives is determined by what we do with the time that is given to us. Every now and then we meet people, events occur, and we go to places. And like I always say in most of my videos, all those things are scrambling for us, or they're scrambling to get some chunk of us. And today I'm talking about these two great chunks that can determine where or the direction of our lives, which are time and energy. What you do with your time determines the overall outcome of your life. It tells who you become. It determines if you're going to be successful or if you're not going to be successful. At this point, I want to ask a question. What do you do with your time? What have you been doing with your time? How old are you? If you're in your 20s, in your 30s, or you're in your 40s or 50s or 60s, would you say you've used your time very well on earth, or what would you say you've done with your time? Having said that, I would like to say this. Time is a gift. Once again, time is precious. Time cannot be undone. And there are three things that you do with time. You can either invest, spend, or waste your time. How do you spend time? You spend time in exchange for something. Just like you can walk into the supermarket and buy something, you can give time in exchange for something. And then you can also waste your time. But the one that I really like is the one that says that you can invest your time. Investment goes beyond just giving time in exchange for something. Investment actually talks about things that would outlive you. People invest their time to research things that have become useful to us. Those people can never be forgotten. Those are investments. They gave their life, which is their time, to search out things that help us. A very quick example that comes to mind now is the Wright brothers. Those two guys have invested their lives, and they will be known forever as long as this earth remains. That's the reason why you can go from one place to the other by flying, because they decided to use their time well. There were kids growing up the same time with them, but they never invested their lives. They never invested their time into things that matter. So what do you give in exchange for your time? What do you give in exchange for your life? There are some people that come into our lives and they just make us to waste our time. Just like people come into your life and they make you spend or waste your money. That's exactly what happens to people and our time. Some people actually come to our lives and we realize that we're no longer productive with the time that is allotted to us here on earth. We waste it on things that are frivolous. And some people come into our lives and we realize that we use our time very well. We invest them. Those are the people that tell you things that matter, that put up things that would make you to be the very best version of ourselves. And there are some places you go to, it looks like they drain the time, they just waste your time. Not every place is worth your time. And not every event is worth your time as well. Very next important resource in this our wonderful topic, which is how you use your time and energy. Energy is what gives you that zest in life. It is what motivates us to do and become who we are. Energy is what controls our activities. Energy is what controls us physically, spiritually, and even emotionally. You know, there's spiritual energy, there is physical energy. Some people have a lot of physical energy, but they don't have spiritual energy. So if you want to have the real energy, then it must be all round. You must talk about spiritual energy, you must talk about spiritual energy, you must talk about physical energy, and then you must talk about mental energy. That's why it's important not just to do anything for the sake of doing it. Because again, energy is like time. Are you going to invest your energy, or are you going to waste your energy, or are you going to spend your energy? If energy is not invested, then it is wasted. And if you waste your energy, then you have also wasted your life. So if you must make the best use of your time and energy, then you must start with a very well-defined life. You must have a well-defined purpose. Simple question: who am I? What do I want to do with my life? Where do I want to send forth my energy? How do I want to be remembered? Where do I want to invest my time, and where do I want to invest my energy? Do I want to be the person who passed through this earth and would not be remembered for anything? Those are the people that actually waste their time and their energy. Or do I want to invest my time and my energy into the things that outlive me, so that I will be remembered even when I'm physically no more here on earth? These are the questions that determine how we direct our life and our energy. Now, anything that does not align with these questions is a waste of time and a waste of energy, and is a waste of life. So what are you going to do with yourself? What do you want to do with the time that is given to us? Because everybody has 24 hours to do what they want to do. And time can be measured like this. As soon as you're born into this earth, it's like everybody's thrown into a racetrack. You start. And when you get to the end, everything is measured with time. When they say somebody lived 100 years, they're simply saying the person lived 365 days times 100 years. So, what are you doing with your time? Whatever you do with these two things, time and energy, eventually determines who you become. Whoever controls your time controls your life. And wherever you send your energy to is what eventually directs your life. It's on that note I want to say to us, remember that we're all here on earth to make an impact. We're not just here on earth to complete the number. We're not just here on earth to pass through this earth. We're here to make impact. We're giving precious gifts. We're giving precious time with which to use these gifts. And the only way you can use these gifts is through the energy that you dissipate, the energy that you expend. So it's important that you know where you use your time and where you use your energy. Whatever you do, do not forget that your life is measured by time, and what you do with your time determines who you become. Remember to be you, be real, and don't forget to invest your time properly in the things that matter, because that is what you will be remembered for.